Once upon a time, there was a person named Maya. Maya lived in a small town in the Midwest where everyone knew everyone else's business. She had grown up in a conservative family and had been taught to view the world in a certain way. However, as Maya grew older, she began to realize that her views were not necessarily the only ones that mattered. Maya had always considered herself to be a tolerant and accepting person, but as she began to examine her own beliefs, she started to see that she had some biases and prejudices that needed to be addressed. She started to read books and articles about different cultures and perspectives, and she began to have conversations with people who held different viewpoints than her own. One of the first people Maya spoke with was a woman named Aisha. Aisha was a Muslim who had recently moved to the town, and Maya had never met anyone like her before. Maya found herself feeling nervous and uncomfortable around Aisha, but she was determined to challenge her own biases and prejudices. Over time, Maya and Aisha became friends, and Maya began to learn more about Islam and the Muslim culture. She realized that many of the things she had believed about Muslims were based on stereotypes and misinformation. She learned that the Muslim faith was not about violence and terrorism, but about peace and compassion. Maya's conversations with Aisha had a profound impact on her. She began to see the world in a new way and to question her own beliefs. She realized that her own biases had been limiting her own experiences and that by confronting these biases, she had opened up a whole new world of possibilities. Maya also began to reflect on her own experiences with prejudice. She remembered times when she had been discriminated against because of her gender, and she realized that she had been perpetuating the same kind of discrimination against others. Maya knew that she had to continue to confront her own biases if she wanted to become a more tolerant and accepting person. She started to seek out more diverse experiences and connect with people from different backgrounds. She also started to challenge her own assumptions and biases whenever she noticed them. Maya's journey of confronting her own biases and prejudices was not an easy one, but it was a necessary one. She learned that becoming a more tolerant and accepting person was not just about being open-minded, but about actively challenging her own assumptions and biases. In her professional life, Maya started to advocate for more diversity and inclusion in her workplace. She became more vocal about the importance of creating an environment where everyone felt welcome and valued. Maya's journey also had an impact on her personal life. She became more open to different experiences and viewpoints, and she began to appreciate the richness and diversity of different cultures and perspectives. Maya's journey of confronting her own biases and prejudices was a lifelong process. She knew that there would be times when she would still struggle with her own biases, but she was committed to continuing to learn and grow. Maya's story is a reminder of the importance of confronting our own biases and prejudices. By challenging our own assumptions and biases, we can become more tolerant and accepting individuals and contribute to a more inclusive and compassionate world.